Yo, so this is my cat, and in today's video I'm gonna challenge myself to build a bunch of different things in Lego just for this little boy, to see if they will actually work and if he likes them. So his name is Neo, and he's about 9 weeks old now. And this is kinda sad, but we actually found him abandoned and rescued him. Yeah, my country has a real cat problem, but more about that later. Okay, so for the first build, we're gonna need this big bag of white bricks. And using them, I'm gonna build a big tower in a cylinder shape. Once that's done, the whole structure isn't actually very stable. So let's add this plate to cap off the top and make the entire build more solid. Then I'm gonna attach a couple of these Lego strings with some pieces at the end of each one. And there's also a chain piece, because this is a Lego version of a cat scratch post. So now he can leap and attack all the dangly bits. Who would have known that Lego could make a kitten so happy? Guys, what the heck, he actually broke some pieces off. Okay, well I think it's safe to say that he likes this one. And this is what the real one looks like, by the way. So one of his most favourite toys is this mouse on the string. He loves chasing and trying to catch it. And I want to build the Lego version of this toy. So we need some Technic beam pieces and some pins. Then let's simply connect all of them together to form a long stick. And yeah, it's pretty strong. Okay, chill out, it's not that strong. Then we need some string, which yeah, it's an actual official Lego piece. And after tying it on the end, we have some string on the stick. Then we need to bring in this Lego car, because we have to steal some parts from it. The wheels, which are much softer than hard plastic, and perfect for little cat claws to stab into. Yeah, it's safe to say he enjoys playing with this one. And for comparison, this is what my version looks like next to the real one. They're actually pretty close. Hey yo, I have to change the background for the next one, because we need some of these green plates, arranged into a big rectangle, with a small sprinkle of some white plate pieces, which can be clicked into place to hold all of the strips of green together. Then we can bring in these angled plates, connected just like so, which will now make it possible to join everything together. And just like that, we basically made a big Lego cat tunnel. It's pretty sturdy so far, but I wanted to add some decoration to it, so now everyone knows that no other cats are allowed. Then at the back of the tunnel, we need some sort of bait. So I just used a minifig attached to the string. But let's see if it actually works like a tunnel. Okay, so he definitely likes the dangly minifig. And no way, he actually started crawling all the way through this thing. Yeah, this one seems like a successful build. Uh-oh. Until it fully broke apart. Alright, for the next build, we're going to make a mechanism that will feed him. So I put together some pieces to make a simple frame with some wheels. And now I can take this long Lego track and wrap it all the way around. Then let's add a small crank that we can turn. And now we basically made a conveyor belt that will transport anything that we put on it. So as the final touch, let's also add in this small transparent container that we can load up with some of his favourite food. And now by turning a small crank, the food will actually get dispensed onto the track and travel all the way to his food bowl. Yeah, I think he approves this build. Oh, hang on, you've got some pieces missing. We can also instead load it up with some Lego money. Yo, this is basically an infinite money glitch. Get in my wallet, baby. But what if we put a bunch of minifig heads on it instead? Now it looks like a part of some weird minifigure factory. Okay, so for this next build, we're gonna need this bathtub on wheels, because it's actually one of Lego's wind-up motorbikes. So I want to build a toy that he can chase. Alright, so the only thing that we actually need is the frame. Then I'll add some pieces onto that, and then this will be his head, with some small cute eyes and 2 big ears. And then at the back, I'm going to use a Lego chain as the tail, and just like that, we made a mouse toy that will actually move on its own. Alright, so let's test it. So yeah, he definitely likes running after it, and he enjoys playing with the tail too. But let's see if the mouse can jump over this ramp. Wow, so it seems like he likes playing with his head more than anything. That also works, I guess. So you might already know this, but a cat's tongue is full of these tiny spines. So for the next build, I want to make a cat tongue inspired Lego brush. And for some reason, I have absolute loads of these pink frog pieces, which might actually work pretty well as the spines. So next we need to put all of these onto the brush. Yeah, and just like that, we ended up with this, which looks like a super satisfying brush. And all the frog pieces actually curve a bit, just like his tongue spines. But okay, let's see if he likes it. Oh yeah! By the way, so we actually found Neo when we were randomly exploring one day. He was so tiny and completely on his own. We even waited for over an hour to see if his mum or anyone would show up. But sadly, no one did. So we had to take him in and try to turn his life around. And now he's getting groomed by a Lego tongue inspired brush. So anyway, I'd say this build works. Also bonus points because he likes playing with the pink frogs. Alright, but now it's time to give Neo some drip. So I'm gonna use these connector pieces to make this flexible part, and then add some gold pieces to it. And just like that, this is a working Lego cat collar. Okay, so putting it on was a little bit tricky. Ow. But once it was on, yo, my boy's looking iced out. So yeah, that's another kitty customer satisfied. So this is Neo's litter box. Yeah, it's definitely 100% the exact one that he uses. But yeah, for this part, I want to build the Lego scoop to clean it. So I'm gonna take some plate pieces and then commit an illegal building technique to attach all of them together and illegally connect another plate on top. Then I also built this Lego handle that we can attach to it, and just like that, we have a Lego litter scoop. But let's stop yapping and see how effective it is at cleaning up suspicious looking brown pieces. And yeah, that actually works really well. Oh, but wait, what the heck is this? Bruh, this poor minifig. I guess he must have accidentally somehow ended up in Neo's food bowl. So for this next build, I wanted to channel my inner engineer and create something super complex. So I came up with this vertically mounted motor thingy, and then by using the controller, you can make it spin, which would actually make it a really good minifig swing. But that's not its intended design, because we can grab an actual cat toy and simply click it into place. And now we can go crazy with it. So yeah, looks like Neo is more than happy to chase the toy in circles. So the average house cat enjoys casually pushing anything off the table. So for this Lego build, I want to test a theory and see if my cat will be interested in pushing off this fake Lego drinking glass. Okay, so he's actually not that interested in it at all. But what if I put one of his favorite toys inside of it? Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Oh my god, that's so close to the edge. Wait, really? You're just gonna leave it there? Alright guys, I'm gonna do this just for you. Yeah, now that was satisfying. So cats actually have very little understanding of personal space, or they just simply don't care, especially when it comes to things like your laptop. Bro, he's literally trying to play with it. So I had the random idea to try and build him his very own laptop by only using Lego pieces. So I'm gonna use some flat tiles to make the smooth frame, then use some darker pieces to recreate the touchpad, and the normal black plate pieces to make it look like a keyboard. Then even add some air vents so it doesn't overheat when doing extreme gaming. And for the screen part, I'm just gonna line the outside with some more frame pieces. Then use these hinge parts to attach it to the main body. Nice, so now it opens and closes just like a real laptop. And I also wanted to try and recreate the Apple logo on the back. Close enough, I guess. Okay, let's give him his new present. Alright, so let's open it for him. So yeah, now he has his very own cute laptop that he can lie on or play with. Bro is literally working from home today, and it's actually the perfect kitten size. Okay, but now let's see what happens if we put my actual MacBook next to it. Yeah, I guess sometimes you can't beat the real thing. Okay, so for this next bit, we need some plate pieces and a small roll of sticky tape, because I'm gonna go ahead and start attaching the pieces to my hand, making sure to cover most of my skin. And just like that, I made some armor from Lego, and you might have guessed it, it's to protect you from the sharp kitten teeth and claws. And nice, I actually feel invincible right now, because usually playing like this hurts a lot. So surprisingly, it worked pretty well and I couldn't really feel a thing. Although the best part was ripping the pieces off my hand, as some of them actually left marks on my skin from the studs. Good build overall though.